Alright guys, it's Frosty here again, and today, quicker on this video coming out than I thought I would. We're going to be doing the chassis for my Sherman, and to make it actually shorter for myself and much easier for you guys, I'm going to base it off of this half because I've been struggling to, really take it together. And then tomorrow's video will be the body of the Sherman, so we're going to go 3 days in a row, just how to on a Sherman. So the chassis is actually made up of a 2x4 plate, like that, a 2x4 plate, a 4x6, and then a 4x8 at the very back. So basically, we're just gonna mirror this entire thing. So let's get started. So we're gonna start with the front of the chassis. And what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna take a 1x6 plate and two of these 2x2 slope pieces that extend about 1 stud, and you're gonna put those in the middle of the 1x6 plate like this. And then you're gonna take a 1x4 piece like this, or you can do multiple. One of those pieces that I used on the turret in yesterday's video, but I have a 1x4 piece. So what you're gonna do is take two 1x4s and attach it onto the back of this, just like so. And then you're actually gonna put it on top of these plates right here. And then, so the front of the tank is actually the 2x4 plate. So what you're gonna wanna do is you're actually going to put that plate, actually, we'll leave that for later. We're just gonna do that right there. And then for the actual wheel part of it, you're gonna wanna have you're gonna wanna have 2, 4, 6. Where did my other things go? Oh, 2, 4, 6. Never mind, I have 6 here, my fault. You're gonna wanna have 6 of these little guys right here, and then 6 of these radar dishes right here for the bottom of the wheels. And even though it's like not ideal for it, you can also have a piece that doubles up just like this one here. It has like the double ring. So what you're gonna do is you're just gonna want to put the radar dish stud inside of that little hole right there, just like so. You're gonna do that 6 times, or you're gonna go rapid fire here, because this step is pretty much self-explanatory for putting these two guys together. And then right there. And then basically on the bottom of the chassis, you're gonna follow a design right here. So you're gonna put only the back stud onto the plates, just like this. So 1 stud will be shown on the outside, just like that, because this tank is only 8 studs wide. Right there, gonna want to have that showing, and then the bottom's, and then you just mirror the bottom like that. You're gonna put your next one only 1 stud away from the first one, just like that. And then you're just gonna follow all the way across right here. You're gonna put 2 of them right next to each other. And then at the bottom right here, you're gonna take a 1x2 plate, put this right here. That's just to make a buffer zone between the next 2. And then you put the next 2 just like this. And then for the last one, you're gonna do the same thing as the first one and put a space in between them. So you're gonna be left with something that looks like this. And I know it might be a little confusing, but you can just mirror this for the next side. That's what I did. I just put the first side together and then I mirrored. So you're gonna end up with this from this. So your next step is actually going to be this part got me confused for like the first bit. So actually you're going to bring on a bunch of these plates right here. You're gonna take a 1x8 plate and you're just gonna stick that out. You're gonna connect that on to these pieces right here like this. So 1 stud should be sticking out from the 1x8, and that's actually just to match this entire thing right here. You're gonna have plates going across this thing right there. And then for this right here, you're gonna take another 1x8 plate, However, this one is actually not going to stick out. Actually, yes it will. For this side, my fault guys, this is so confusing, but you're going to take another 1x8 plate right there, and it's not going to fill out the entire way, and you should do it to where you put it there so you can take a 1x1 plate and stick it just in the middle right there so it's all even. And then what you're going to do, you're going to take your next design of your tracks. You're going to need 2 of these Technic 1x2s, a plate like this, and a gear this size right here, and you're just gonna take 2 of those, put them together. So you're gonna have these 2, and what you're gonna do is both of them are actually gonna hang off the stud, so it's gonna go like this right here on both sides. So you're gonna want to have one stud overhanging just like so. And then for your next piece on the top, you're gonna take a 1x2 brick and put that in front of this piece right here, over top, just like that. It's gonna look like that. And then for your next part, you're gonna take one of these 1x1 with a stud sticking out, put an actual stud, a 1x1 stud on it like that. And then you're going to take a 1x2 grill piece and just attach it like that. And that's gonna go exactly next to where you place that 1x2 right here. And it is going to end up in the middle of the bottom wheels right here, just like it does on this side. And then your next piece, I'm mirroring it myself. You're going to take another 1x1 with the stud, put a dark gray stud on this time, leave it just like that, and you're going to place it right next to the grill, and you're going to be left with something like that. And then the next part is very, very fun. You're going to take a 1x1 like this, and you're actually going to put one of these jumper plates on it, which has the stud in the middle on the 1x2. You're just going to connect that right here, and you're going to put that, you can honestly put it on any side, but I do this side. You're going to put it right here, and then you're going to take a 1x1 brick that actually is going to fill in the gap that is left right there that allows the jumper plate to go across the middle right there. So you're going to end up with that. And then for this, you're going to take one of these clip pieces that looks like this right there, and you're going to put it on you're going to put it on like this, so the clip is facing that way. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take a handlebar piece like this, and you're just going to connect it so when you bend it, the handlebar pieces actually can fold down, and it looks like they are covering the tracks. So you're going to be left with something that looks like this. And then your next piece is going to be another one of these 1x1 bricks with a stud, just a regular stud on it. Leave it just like that. That's going to be your next piece. And the build of this thing is very unsturdy the way I did it, so you guys can do it more sturdy however you really want to do it. And then your next piece is going to be another one of those grill pieces. So like I said, 1x1 brick with a stud, put an actual stud on there, take a grill piece, put it on, and that's going right next to the piece that you did just place down. And this one's going to be a little more tricky than the other ones just because of how loose the 1x2 plate would be. And then your next piece is going to be another 1x1 brick with the stud, just a plain one like that. That's going to be your next brick. And then midway through, you're going to have something that looks just like this right here. And then your next brick is going to be another one of these bad boys right here. So you just take the brick again, put the jumper plate on it. And I find it easier if I put the clip on first like this, and then you put the handlebars on before you put it on the tank, and that prevents it from falling apart and setting you back even further. So you're going to do it just like that. And like I said, just remember guys, it does not matter what side this thing goes on because it's going to be in the middle no matter what. You just want to make sure that you do have a plate that covers in the hole that is left right there. So you take another 1x1 brick, and that's just placed simply right there. And then your next piece is going to be another one of these 1x1s with a stud on it, plain, leave it just like that. And then your final one is going to be another one of those grill pieces, and I hope you guys remembered how to put that together. It's going to look just like that. You're putting that right next to this piece right here. And then to finish off this side, you're taking another 1x2 brick and just placing that in between your gear piece and your thing. So you're going to be left with this. And then over top here, you're going to want to place a take another 1x8 and put it right here, just so it leaves one stud hanging off. Actually, wait, no. You're going to put this right here. You're going to put your 1x8 plate to cover, just like that. And you're going to take another 1x8 plate and just connect it once again. Connect it just once again to this. So it's going to look like that. And then you're going to take a 1x3 plate and connect it on like there. So you should have one layer of plates covering this whole side right here. It's going to look like that. And then for your next layer, you're going to put a 1x8 once again at the front here. But instead of this, just like on this side, you're going to leave one stud hanging off, and that will be handy later. Just drop that. And then what you're going to do next is you're going to take a 1x6, put that, you're actually going to take a 1x8, put that right next to this one, and then you're going to be left with two studs hanging off, and you're just going to take a simple 1x2 plate and just connect it like that. And now this is where what we made earlier comes in. This little piece right here, guys, leave that off to the side. And then what you're actually going to do is connect it in at the two studs that hang off right here. That is where you're going to connect this thing, just like this. Actually, no, my fault, guys. I'm literally rebuilding this just with you guys. So you're not going to put them right here. You're going to put them on these studs right down there. So the two things on the 1x6 should be hanging off. And it is correct if you have your gear pieces just hanging off more than this first slope. And then to fill in these studs right here, you're going to take a cheese slope and just connect it on just like that. And then these things are just going to be a tiny bit lower. So you're going to be left with something that looks like this. And then in the front here, in the very front right here, you're going to take 4 1x2 pieces. I mean, not 1x2, 2x4, I've been saying that a lot. And just stick them in right here. Just absolutely stick them in the front right there. So you're going to be left with something like that, and that's just 4 of the 2x4 bricks together. And then go across the back one more time. You're going to take a 1x6 plate and put it across from just in front of the 2x4s. So you're going to be left with that. And then you're going to take another 1x8, put it right here, put it right there. Then you're going to take your next 1x8, or 1x6, I mean. You take your next 1x6, put that right next to the 1x8, and you're going to be left with a 3 stud. So you're going to need 2 more of these 1x3 plates that just connect on just like that. And then you're going to do the same thing on the other side. You're going to put your 1x8 plate first, and for this part, it doesn't matter which order you put it, just as long as the 1x6 goes across right here. And then I put the 1x6 again, and then you put your 1x3 down, and that is gonna do it for your chassis, guys. Hope it wasn't too confusing, because I know I'm not the best at giving directions, but this is what you're going to be left with. If you guys want me to redo this and actually redo the other side of the chassis instead of just mirroring the whole thing, and then the tracks, I didn't really count them out, but you'll know when you have enough of these track links because it'll fit all the way around and look like this. So that's going to do it for the chassis video, guys. Sorry for the long video, but imagine if I didn't mirror it. That's why I did that. So thank you guys so much for watching. But before I end the video, actually, this is the whole final product one more time. So you're going to be left with this. So body video is coming out tomorrow. And thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe, comment, show your friends my channel. It'll help it grow. And I appreciate you guys for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.